let's kick off into our Whissel widget of the week. This is something that we use in our lives, in our business, that saves us time, saves us money, or helps us have more fun. Andrew, go ahead and tell me your widget.
Yeah, so I guess I would just say, just like I mentioned earlier, it's not sponsored, but my widget would have to be REDX or just any dialer in general. Having a dialer, I think, is something that makes my day a lot easier. Just being able to dial that many people at once, it just makes things a lot easier than having to hand dial by hand. And I think that a lot of people, they think about dialers, they think about the like crazy 3-line dialers. I used to do a lot of that, especially when I was an ISA, but I think the telephone companies have recently started kind of cracking down on people who do that. And I've noticed that my number gets flagged as spam a lot of the time when I do that. So I just use dialers for their single line feature, just not having to go and manually dial in the phone numbers every time that I want to make the new phone call, just clicking next, dropping the voicemails in the voicemail box, not having to say it over and over again. It just saves me a lot of time and gets a lot more appointments from it.
Yeah, and then you're not bogged down in the minutia of like, you make $0 extra if you actually type it in.
Yeah.
You make $0 extra if you actually leave a voicemail. What are you going to say? Hey, remember the last time I saw you? No, you never talked to this person. Yeah. So cool. I love that. My widget is something that I use fairly often. I think it's kind of weird, but it's if you have an iPhone, it's the Find My app. With this app, you can add things like Apple AirTags, and I've got 2 young kids myself, so I have an Apple AirTag on my remote control because I use that at least once a week because I can't find the remote because the kids put it in the bathroom or in the fridge or somewhere. But I also use it, so you can do that. I love Apple AirTags. You can put it on, your open house signs if you want. I wouldn't do that. That's going to be really expensive.
On each sign, yeah.
Yeah, that would get really expensive. But in your backpack, in your purse, on your keys, all of that sort of stuff. So that way, if you lose it. But I also use it, and this could be a great tool, a safety tool as well. But I use it for my family. I have my wife, my aunt, and my mom. We all share our locations with each other. So at any point, I can check out, see where they're at. Cool, I know where they're at. I know if they're on their way. I know where they're at. I said I know where they're at 5 times now. That's annoying. But the great thing about that is, like I said, it can be used as a safety tool. If you're working an open house or you're going to show someone and you're not super comfortable with this person, maybe you haven't vetted them or you're getting kind of creepy vibes, you can share your location with someone for 3 hours until the end of the day, until you tell them to stop. And so that way Andrew can know where I'm at, that I'm showing property and that I'm safe, or worst case, if I'm not, has some information about it. So Find My is my Whissel widget of the week.
I like it, yeah. I use it pretty often as well. Yeah.
Do you lose remote controls?
No, I mean, I have like the app on my phone where you can
he doesn't
control.
Have kids.
You can control the TV from your phone. That's what I have, yeah.
Okay, well, that's a different one. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of the Whissel Way podcast. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Wait. Before you leave, I want to share some more tips and tricks that we're using in our business to take it to that next level. Just click right here. And don't forget to subscribe. Click right here.